SMU Mustangs. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a team from the Big 12, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Mustangs will kick it away to start us off. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Lopez wants to fire. He's got him. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Let's take a minute and talk about North Carolina. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. You play so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. On the move, it's Harden. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Intercepted, number 19. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. Lopez to pass. Firing to the right, complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Guys, let's talk a little bit about North Carolina. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen, gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
And as he throws, can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Let's take a minute and talk about North Carolina. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber and just, I mean, that's...
Touchdown, Tar Heels! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Fires left. Got him downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Last season, Kevin Jennings took over as the SMU quarterback, and they went 11-1 before stumbling in the ACC championship game and in the college football playoff. What does he need to focus on in terms of improvement?
Just avoiding the turnovers, Reese. If Kevin Jennings does that, then this offense is virtually unstoppable because of his ability to extend plays and create, his accuracy throwing vertically down the field. SMU has everything they need. Rhett Lashley is going to have a lot of fun calling plays. If this guy takes that next step, watch out. This is a team vying for the college football playoff.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Quarterback extends the play. He'll get rid of it. A strike downfield. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
The offense changing the play. To the air on first down. Moving away from pressure. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Got it in the middle. It's Hudson.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
On the run, it's Harden. He has the first and still on his feet. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
They'll give it to him again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one. Is 2nd and 14. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Touchdown, Mustangs! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And nice job by the quarterback, hanging in the pocket, hanging in there. He knew he was going to take a lick. He took the lick, delivered a strike, and got the score.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he tacks on the extra point. Set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Lopez wants to fire. Bringing the heat. With the catch, it's Johnson. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Fights off a defender. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Grab behind the line. It's Hall. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a first down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Tar Heels getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
And the Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Lopez to pass. Fires to the tight end. A defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Looking downfield on first down. Still looking on the move. Oh, he's got some space. And a nice pickup on the run, and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Lets it fly. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. Using his legs, it's Harden. That hole closed quickly. He'll get one out to the 6. The Mustangs in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Follows a good block there, picks up 3s out to the 9.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it.
They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The give to the tailback. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Fires to the big fella.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pulls it in. It's Hall. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Tar Heels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Lopez wants to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Tar Heels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing the pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
The Tar Heels decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Knight. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Makes the grab on the left. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And the Mustangs send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He's got it. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Lopez to pass. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Looking to throw on first down. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll take the return and try to improve the... And the ball's free, deep in his own territory.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
They're dealing with a second and long. Lopez wants to fire. Pocket breaking down. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if they're going to pass on a chance to take the lead with the field goal and go for it on fourth down. Reads it, fires complete. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Catch in the middle, it's Maryland. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
They'll try to get it through the air. It's complete to the right. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a fourth and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, fourth down, offense has to make a decision.
The Mustangs are flying down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. On the move to his left. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. How about this strong safety here, just trusting his gut and going and making a play on the quarterback?
And you can't coach that. A lot of times people see things or they don't. And understand I can go get him right now. I can understand the situation. There's all kinds of guys throughout history that just have a great feel. He had a great feel on that play, went to the quarterback, got the sack.
And the Mustangs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
It's caught. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
This time on target. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier. And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He's got an open man. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
The Mustangs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Off the play fake on 1st down. Using his feet to buy time.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the 3rd period. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play.
Check. Red 54, flex. White 53. White 50.
Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Good, right down the boulevard. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Georgia is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been sicking them since the opening kickoff.
The give out of the gun. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. From the gun on third down. Grab near the sticks. It's Johnson. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be...
Turning it on! Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
Lopez to pass. Pulls it in. It's Hall. At the 20, he's got space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up for first and goal.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Slams ahead. He stopped right there, short of the first down, in this defense trying to preserve the lead. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. No good. And guys, not only a miss, but a missed opportunity to take the lead.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And it's another tackle for loss for this defense. I'll tell you, they came into this game knowing they had to shut this guy down. He's one of the best in the nation, and they've given him the ball a bunch. He's just had nowhere to run, and I don't think anybody expected him to struggle as much as he had so far in this game.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. I think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. Gets it to him on the screen. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Grab near the marker. It's Harden. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
That play is going to drive the head coach absolutely crazy. You've got the lead. Why are you going out of bounds? Just get down, lead the clock. The clock right now is your friend.
Leaves it with the back. Nice move there. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on second down and maybe put this thing away. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Unloads it downfield. Makes the grab. And he will score. Touchdown, SMU.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
With this situation in the game, trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Offense set on first down. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Looking downfield on first down. He unleashes a long one. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Man, these in-breaking routes are so hard for these slot guys because you're so worried about them flying up the field vertically. Nice job sitting down, breaking in, finding a little hole, making a catch.
Caught over the middle. It's Hall. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Lopez wants to fire. Gets it out fast. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring.
Got enough space. And he steps in just in the nick of time to get the touchdown they need, and now they need to cap it with a 2.
Man, I tell you what, great job by this offense, great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your 2-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the fourth quarter when you need the 2-point conversion?
Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. And that touchdown was huge, but you can't celebrate too long. To finish the deal, you got to have the 2-point conversion to tie the game. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
Timeout, North Carolina.
Listen to this crowd begging its defense to get a stop. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The last touchdown only part of the battle. Now the two-point try to tie the game. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. After the score, they need this two-point conversion to tie. Lopez to pass. The pass is incomplete, and late in this game, still down by 2 after failing on the conversion attempt.
17, North Carolina, 15.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, North Carolina.
And the Mustangs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Unloads it left. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects